Hold on. Alright. Hey, young, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the Real Steeze Web Show. I'm your host, Dante, and it has been far too long. It has been absolutely a gargantuan amount of time since I sat right here in front of this backdrop and gave out a real Steeze on what's going on out there in the world, man. You know? And sometimes shit just gets so bad sometimes a nigga get overwhelmed. Like, man, I'm wrapped out. I ain't even got nothing to say about that. But then, you know what I'm saying, as stuff goes on, man, you know, I start to realize the value of my platform. Like, my brother told me all the time, he like, man, I don't even know what's going on out here in the world, because you ain't been giving me the real Steeze on it no more. So I'm like, all right, I got you, bro. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? COVID hit, quarantine hit, we all took a nice little break off our daily routine. Shit, everything got switched up. But we gonna jump straight into it, because I know you probably been seeing it all over your timeline, is the hashtag End SARS. End SARS. You know what I'm saying? And I know you was probably just like me asking yourself, what is that? What does that mean? What's going on in Nigeria? What's all these hashtags? Why is everyone, you know, what's going on in Nigeria? So, I'll tell you. With the help of people who've been out there raising awareness and that really know what's going on and sharing it with us, so now that we know, it's our responsibility on our platforms to raise the awareness and keep it going. I done smacked the shit out the microphone. You know, that's what really fueled my fire here. I said, well, shit, I got a platform. I could give niggas the real Steeze on SARS, you know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy what's going on, and I'm going to connect it all. I'm going to connect it all to what's going on here in the U.S. So just give me a hot second and watch how I do it. You know what I'm saying? So, SARS is an acronym for it's a special anti-robbery squad. Okay, it's a special police unit in Nigeria that was put in place to protect civilians from robbers and looters and pickpocketers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Mischievous motherfuckers out there. In an abuse of power, they are out here extorting civilians, harassing civilians, attacking them, and killing them. Innocent youth, kids, and all that shit, man. It's, you know, they profiling young youth with nice cars and nice clothes for having iPhones and assuming that they partaking in fraud and scamming activities and stuff like that. They going through their phones, they forcing them to take money out the ATM. And it's video footage. I've seen some shit, and I'm still debating on whether or not which pieces of footage I'm gonna add in the show when I actually show y'all the video, because the footage is very disturbing. There's some very disturbing images of what these SARS officers are doing to these civilians. And you know, of course, when like in any city there's unrest, there's injustice, people are protesting. This is their own government, you know what I'm saying? This ain't just a rebellious group or militia. This is Nigerian government SARS. So what can we do? What can we do? We can raise awareness about it. And unfortunately, that's all we can do. What I want to say is, the point I want to make on that, as we all raise awareness for these things, don't undermine the value of raising awareness. Don't sleep on how impactful raising awareness is, because none of us knew about this. None of us knew about this shit. And the more and more you saw the hashtag, the more and more curious you got, and that's just with you. But it also, like, so someone tweeted yesterday, you know what I'm saying? This massive pressure that we putting on this hashtag, Hillary Clinton, Jadena, Breonna, Nicki Minaj, Gabrielle Union, a couple other people spoke up. CNN was showing the massacre on TV. The world is watching, and it's because awareness is being raised. And that's simply it. That's why it's important to raise awareness on situations, because we don't know. We don't know. And the more people that know, the more people that get involved, the brighter a light we shine on some dark shit that's going down, the better chance we got of defeating it. You know what I'm saying? So don't sleep on your ability to raise awareness. And I'm going to make sure that I keep that same energy. Make sure that I don't sleep on my ability to raise awareness and get a real Steeze on all things. You know what I'm saying? So what's happening in Nigeria is literally, you can say what's happening in the US, but like times 10. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so before they were police officers, they were runaway slave patrol officers. These were the first policing institutions where to catch runaway slaves and shit. You know what I'm saying? But now it's evolved into this shit where they're harassing and profiling and extorting and attacking and being violent and killing. You know what I'm saying? And killing. You know what I'm saying? Young black boys that they think are with that hoodlum shit. That some shit that they ain't got no business being on. Like just assuming and judging. Cause they all innocent youth. And it's like, can you so we protest. We're out, the protests are still going on. From George Floyd and all of that. It's still happening to this day. So just like they protested in Nigeria against that corrupt system that the government has in place. That's their own government that's doing that to them. So like, can you imagine if the police was snatching protesters up and tying them up by their hands and ankles and setting fires underneath them while they hemmed up like that and jamming them in the ribs with AKs and chasing them down the street and shooting them, and everyone's watching on their balcony from their apartment, young, old, mom, dad. It's fucked up. It's super magnified what's happening in Nigeria. So my man Jason is asking me, my man Jason Wallace is asking me, so what's the solution? I ain't got all the answers, Sway. I can give you the real Steeze on something. But, you know, and I try to be a solution, let me get it together. I try to be a solution-oriented person. I always try to, you know what I'm saying, get straight to the solution. Whenever there's a problem, it's like, okay, there's clearly a problem. What do we do about it? But that's the thing. What do you do when it's your own government that's doing it to you? How do you overthrow? So how do you overthrow your own government? How do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I do have the segue. I do have another segment that I'm segueing into. My answer to Jason's question is I do not have the solution, but I will raise awareness so that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, as history shows, sometimes you gotta burn that shit all the way down to the ground. Sometimes you gotta run down and tell the establishment where they can put it. And you know what I'm saying? But I can't, you know, I don't know. And that's what they doing. They down there burning the tolls. I seen some footage. They burn the tolls up. So like, that's you know what I'm saying? Hitting them where it hurt, right in the pockets. Everybody flying through now. Ain't nobody paying no more tolls on that toll because they burnt that joint down to the ground. So sometimes that's the solution. You gotta burn that shit down because it's too deeply embedded. It's the system that's doing it to you. And we as civilians, we ain't got the power to get up in those seats and make those decisions. So let me segue. Hashtag End SARS, and let me segue and tell y'all why all y'all asses better be out there voting. Your asses better vote. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how you do it. You can mail it, or God help you, stand in one of them long ass lines, and your ancestors will be proud of you. If you have to stand in a long ass line, think about your ancestors. Think about the feet and ankles and backs of your ancestors. And you know what I'm saying? You can stand in a line. All the shit they went through, so you be able to stand in that motherfucking line. So stand in it, get your motherfucking vote on. You know what I'm saying? And for all the motherfuckers that say your vote don't count, and this, that, and the third, let me tell you a little something about voter suppression. Okay? Because of our votes, if it's one thing I know about America, if it's something good going on for the people that actually get them a shot at making something happen, they gonna suppress that shit. They gonna get on top of that. They gonna shut that down. They gonna chop it at the ankles. They gonna weaken it. They gonna find a loophole. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? So if your vote didn't matter, if voting really wasn't that much of important of a thing, there wouldn't even be such a thing as voter suppression. But there is, and especially in states like Texas. Like Texas did some where like they limited the amount of counties that had that you could drop your ballots off in, or it's the ballot drop-off locations. They limited the amount of counties in Texas where you can do that. So like, you know what I'm saying? If I live in Ward 8, that's like if Muriel only made it so that you can vote in Ward 2 and Ward 1. and we all the way in Ward 8 and shit. But imagine Texas, you know what I'm saying? It's much bigger and shit. So it's just one of the ways that individual states and individual governments are trying to make it hard as shit for you to vote. They're trying to make it difficult as shit for you to vote. Because if we all get our shit together and do it collectively, you know what I'm saying? We get so here's my next segue. These celebrities and shit, right? 9 times out of 10, if these motherfuckers is making over $400,000, these rich motherfuckers, that rich lifestyle that you like to follow and shit, they're most likely pro-Trump. Like, it's this video of Asian doll on there. But Asian doll on that joint talking about how she fucking with Trump because he putting more money into some dumb shit like that. 50 Cent on Twitter talking about, oh shit, when he seen what Joe Biden was proposing to do with the taxes for anybody that's making over $400,000, 50 Cent talking about, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Vote for Trump because Biden is gonna. So you gotta think about shit like that rich lifestyle and shit that we follow and idolize after, like that shit cool, but these motherfuckers not on our side. They not fucking with your broke ass. They not on the same type time, you know what I'm saying? Like they would dead ass vote for a nigga who would rather throw immigrant children in cages and shit and gloat and lie about the shit that he done for the black community, all cause he gonna save them some money on some tax dollars. That's where they at, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. Vote for the nigga who gonna help me save as much money as I can. Fuck with any of these black communities or whatever motherfuckers really need, you know what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, why are you idolizing that rich lifestyle, that love hip-hop Atlanta, all these rappers, baby mamas and shit? Like, all them rich niggas, they not fucking with you. They voting for Trump because they trying to hold on to that little bit of money they got. But, so I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to food for thought. So, what I was saying, vote, right? Vote for sure in this election and for the president and not for Donald Trump and for Joe Biden. But, fuck the presidents. Vote for your council members all the way down to your attorney generals in your local elections, bro. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Tay. That's what I'm getting to. Vote in your local elections all the way down to your attorney general, okay? So stupid, spineless, Negro peeing motherfuckers like Daniel Cameron won't be in charge of cases like Breonna Taylor's anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck the president. The real power, the branch with the real power to change, it's not the executive branch. What's the other? Or the legislative. It's the legislative branch a little bit, but it's the judicial branch. It's the judges. It's the district attorneys. It's the general attorneys. It's the defense attorneys. It's the lawyers. I'm getting a little hype. But you know what I'm saying? It's so much deeper than that. And that's how they get you. They got you thinking like it's only this one vote that matters. Who sit in the seat? Democrat or Republican? That's how it's like, fuck that. You got to get all the way down into the Attorney General of fucking Houston, Texas, and fucking, you know what I'm saying? You gotta lock in on your state, your city. You gotta know who's running, what they saying. Do they got your values in hand and mind? You know what I'm saying? Pretty much everyone in a seat right now gotta get the fuck out. We gotta get a new person in damn near every seat, in damn near every congressional office. Like, that's the solution. That's what voting does. That's the importance of it, and that's why they suppress it. Because we all realize that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Fuck the presidential election. And I'm not saying, please don't misuse that, right? Niggas, we are not saying don't vote in the presidential election on the Real Steeze Web Show. We are saying vote even further than the presidential. So the presidential election is bottom shelf. It's like Jose Cuervo and shit. Voting for who your attorney general is, that's like 42. That's like Julio 42 voting for your attorney general and shit. Alright? You can get drunk off some Jose, you know what I'm saying? Grab that 42 off the show. Vote, find out who your attorney general is, and vote for them. You know what I'm saying? Shit. That's where the power is. The judicial branch got the power to make shit change. And if we control who is sitting in the seats of the judicial branches of our different governments, that's a start. Alright? Shit, that Breonna Taylor shit crazy. the Attorney General Daniel Cameron, like, it's a lot, right? It's a lot, right? Do your research, you know what I'm saying? But basically, the cops wasn't convicted for killing Breonna Taylor. They were only charged and convicted for letting shots off at the apartments or some dumb shit. Absolutely no mention or nothing of firing 8 rounds into a sleeping woman. They didn't get in trouble for that because they were justified because her boyfriend was shooting at them. But if I was her boyfriend, I'd have been shooting at whoever was letting off 8 shots in my apartment too. So like, where's his stand your ground? Or like, where's, you know? And then it's nut ass attorney generals like Daniel Cameron, who just, he's a Negro peon and he's supporting Trump and he's got a white wife and he don't give a fuck about no black girl just got shot up by no cops. And a grand juror from the Breonna Taylor case has come forward to say that jurors were never given the opportunity to deliberate homicide charges. Like, Daniel Cameron has been making an effort to keep details of this case under wraps and to make it so that people who have something to say about this case can't. But federal judges are overturning that shit. So that's some cool shit that's happening with Breonna Taylor's case. People don't have to, a federal judge has granted it so that they can be able to speak on what took place with the case and how the attorney general was moving and shit like that. So some more information will come out about that, you know. So that's cool. That's cool. But vote, man. And not just for the president. Vote even further till you find out who your attorney general is. Vote their ass out too. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think that's pretty much, you know what I'm saying? I got one more little joint. Alright, last little joint. Little motivation, you know what I'm saying? I be on social media and shit, and I seen this post, and a girl posted, it was 2 pictures. The first picture was a stack of 1,000 resumes. And then the next picture was a girl sitting down on the sideline of a basketball court, clearly working her job. And the post went on to say, when it's your time, it doesn't matter if 1,000 other people applied. God will make sure that you are the one that gets through. And you know what I'm saying? When it's your time, it's your time. And I started to think about, I often think about how two things, 2 very iconic black figures. I think about how Jay-Z dropped his first music video at the age of 26. I'm 27, by the way. And Oprah's first talk show, Oprah's talk show first aired when she was 32 years old. And it also received national syndication at the age of 32, instantly making her a millionaire. But it didn't kick off for her until she was 32 years old. As a 37, as a 27-year-old, I started to think like, I gotta remind myself, or anybody in my age or close to it, we gotta remind ourselves like, yo, we are still at the beginning. We are still just getting started. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's probably just not your time yet, yo. And as long as you work hard enough, as long as you got enough faith and enough confidence, that's gonna happen for you. If you believe in yourself. That motherfucking camera just cut off again, but it's cool. I'm gonna finish up right here. I don't need that motherfucker. If you work hard enough, and if you have enough faith, if you believe in yourself enough, and you're consistent enough, you know what I'm saying? Can't be taking no long ass quarantine breaks off your shit. You got to keep the foot on the gas. You know what I'm saying? Till you get there. And if it's meant for you, it don't matter if it's 1,000 motherfuckers in your lane. It don't matter if it's 100 people doing the same thing that you do. It don't matter if 1,000 people applied for the same position. If it's meant for you and you put enough work in and you believed in it enough and you stuck to it, your name is literally already on it. Your name is already on the position, y'all. Consistency is key, man. So like, yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate that. Gotta get back to, that's what I like to do. I appreciate saying things that people need to hear and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I got nothing else to talk about, y'all. I think that's what I have written out on my whiteboard. Oh, I know something I could talk about. I ain't gonna talk about it though. I ain't wanna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole lot going on. But end of the day, don't nobody know what happened. Motherfuckers are saying that this happened, and then motherfuckers are saying that happened, and nobody know what happened. So that's all I got. That's why I'm not gonna talk about it. That's why we not talk about that shit on the rest of these web shows. But that shit is crazy. Wash your hands, man. Wear a motherfucking mask. Put your mask on, man. Wear your mask, man. Alright? Because COVID is real. COVID is real. Motherfuckers is dying. So, keep your mask on and don't be going to the club and shit. Smoking hookahs and shit. All sweating and shit all over the place. That's secretion. When you sweat, you secrete. That's you getting your crete on everybody. Niggas getting their crete on you. And you secreting this shit. Laughing all loud in people's faces and shit. Stay your ass in the house. Well, you gonna catch that? You gonna fuck around catch that Rona? You gonna catch that Rona? I ain't gonna catch that Rona. My ass been in the apartment. I ain't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't leave this motherfucker unless I got you. I go where I need to go. I get back in this motherfucker. I wash my hands. I keep it on me. I keep the sanitizer. But yeah, I'm just ranting. This is the first episode back. We gonna keep this shit going. It's 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Niggas getting accretion. Niggas getting accretion all over the place. Just cretin there alone. You can't be. So chill on that. Mask up. Social distance. 6 feet. Give me 6 feet, Holmes. And we gonna jump straight into it. We gotta go record this next freestyle for the AFL. I got 2 singles out right now. 5 a.m. in Southeast and my clear freestyle. You know what I'm saying? So getting into them Jones, I'm trying to warm y'all up. Cause for real, them the 2 like freestyle singles. This third joint is the first official single off the album. So, well, damn, I just gassed y'all up. It ain't an album, but it's gonna be the first official single off the next official project. So stay tuned. But I'm gonna go record this joint and appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I had a solid 5 motherfuckers on the live. Like this is record breaking right here. It was like 5 the whole time. Like they stayed and fucked with me. So it's lit. You know what I mean? We getting there. We back in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And thank anybody and everybody who's been rocking with the Real Steeze web show for as long as you've been rocking with it. And we gonna catch y'all next time, man, on the Real Steeze web show. But we out. My shit get recording, right? Oh, what if my mic cut off? My mic good.